Okay, guys, in today's video, I'm gonna give you 5 drills to instantly add more massive topspin to your tennis shots. When you get that ball going up and down, spinning in the court, you become the spin master of tennis, and this allows you to swing quickly, freely, intimidate your opponent, play with confidence. So if you're ready, let's get started. Okay, so drill number 1 that we're gonna do is we're gonna work on this Topspin Pro. Now I'm gonna have to actually hold my Topspin Pro today because I've lent it to the club and somehow it ends up broken. That's the way things work, but that's okay. But what is so awesome about this Topspin Pro is that when you hit spin on it, look how that ball rotates like that. And here's the other amazing thing. As soon as there's no spin on the ball, it stops instantly. So this is what I love about the Topspin Pro, guys. It never, ever lies to you, okay? It's always gonna tell you the truth. Is there topspin there? Look how long that spin can last. That's how you know you got a lot of spin. Is there spin? Nope, over, okay? So this thing's never gonna lie to you. So I suggest you get a Topspin Pro, and rather than work on hitting the ball, a lot of people just start blasting off on this thing. They start just whacking as hard as they can. That's not what it is. I want you to really start to feel your hands. So the drill I'm actually gonna give you today, there's several drills I can give you, but I'm just gonna give you one to start working with your Topspin Pro. Use your dominant hand, put it on the tennis ball, and start rolling it. Also look at the angle of my hand. Notice how it's slightly facing down. It's gonna get under the ball, it's gonna feel it, it's gonna roll it, and I'm gonna come over. And I'm just gonna do that over and over again so I can feel that. And the more I feel it, I want to again feel that connection with the ball, roll it, get that ball to spin, and then as I start to feel confident, I can take my hand a little bit away and brush up. It's all about coming low to high, and I can brush up and I can verify, okay, that's got spin. What if I do that? A lot of people do this and they do this too. They do this move. That's not it. You want to make sure your hand, think of your hand like your racket, okay, and that the strings are facing the ground. My hand is facing the ground. So you should be looking directly up, right there at the top of your hand, not the palm of your hand, and coming here, rolling that ball, getting that feeling, and the more you get that feeling, see now all of a sudden, if I put a racket in my hand, I'd be hitting a lot of topspin. So that's exercise number 1 is get your Topspin Pro, but don't use your racket, use your hand so you can get the feel. Okay, number 2, drill number 2 to get more topspin is using this net strap. Whoever thought this net strap could add massive topspin to your forehand, but it can. And I've worked with a lot of students on this, and I call them clicks. And again, this thing kind of tells the truth of what's happening. Are you hitting spin, or are you getting stuck in your spin? Watch what I mean. So I'm coming here, and my goal is, again, I got my strings facing the ground. When I drop down, look how much lower my racket is than the net strap, which if you look at the net strap, what's kind of cool about this is it takes up about a tennis ball as far as the height, right? So that's a good target to look at. And so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna come here, down, and I wanna make a clicking sound. Hear that? And the more clean the click is, and the less resistance I feel against the net, I'm probably adding some pretty amazing topspin. If I come here and I hit it flush, or feel like I'm getting stuck, now I'm hitting a ball that's flat. And especially if my racket face opens up at all, tennis is a lot like golf where the angles are unforgiving, right? So if I do any of this and get stuck, I'm not getting much spin, the ball's just flying out through the court, okay? But if I'm coming like this, my angle of impact is really good. Actually, that was not a clean click, that's better. Now I'm getting into the zone again. Boom, that sounds clean. Hear that? The cleaner it sounds, the better. The more you get in that click, I'm getting a lot of spin. See, I can even step back, have a couple balls in your pocket after you do that, and then you can drop it and go click, and that's how I'm able to make the ball go over the net and in the court. Staying so close is adding that spin. That's not an easy thing to do. I want you to know how highly skilled what I just accomplished there. Let's go to the next tip. All right, guys, so the next drill to get massive topspin on the ball, I call it the Rafa. Now, most of us have been taught to follow through over the shoulder, and we're getting some pretty nice spin on that, right? Follow through over the shoulder. But with the Rafa, what does he do? Rafa lifts up over his head like that, okay? He kind of like kisses his bicep when he's done. Look at those balls. And so even though, of course, it's not exactly like Rafa, it's my version of Rafa. I'm having fun And what I focus on is really sinking my legs down and then lifting up and ripping through the shot. This will give you the feeling of hitting massive topspin. That one got away from me. So another thing you can focus on is a lot of racket head speed up and through the ball. And also, can you stay loose and do it as you're hitting it? And this is a way to really master that high and heavy forehand. So just have fun. Don't worry about missed hits. Don't worry about hitting some balls out, but try and focus about making contact and then lifting over your head just for that exaggerated pull up on the ball, and pretend that you're the great Rafa Nadal, the master of the clay. Okay guys, so we got some revolutionary drone footage of watching that Rafa forehand again. It's just taking massive lifting up on the ball and pulling behind your ear. Really focus on kind of like pulling that shot behind the ear. And I want to get in the spirit of Rafa. Notice how the feet are moving. There's all kinds of energy. And it's just fun, just excited to be on the ball machine, ripping that ball and trying to get my inner Rafa going. Of course, I don't compare to Rafa. I know that, guys. It's not about that. It's just having fun, and just another way to feel massive spin on your tennis ball. And a lot of these would be super effective in matches, especially if you're that, oh, that's a terrible shot. Especially if you're that lefty going to the righty backhand. So we'll hit one more. Pretend that you're Rafa. The higher the better. Sink those legs down, lift up through the ball. And if you find it's going short too, reach out a little more like that one before it goes to the fence. Okay guys, so the next exercise is the opposite of the Rafa, and I call it the windshield wiper. And notice how I'm short in the court. This is a great exercise to practice. Imagine you're playing somebody with a weak return, weak serve, especially in doubles, and you can hit this nice little angle. A number of coaches will call this the pocket to pocket stroke too, because notice how I'm coming. Pocket to pocket, below the pocket even. Really let the racket head dip down low. That's how you're going to get that ball going off the court. So I'm aiming around the outside and hitting this ball. It's a great shot to use in singles or doubles, and really gets you a lot of spin, especially for lower balls. If you're having trouble getting the ball to go up and down quick, if you find you miss a lot of shots long, once you get a short ball, whether you play singles or doubles, this pocket to pocket move is so fun. There's no way you're not going to hit a ton of spin without this. Really helps you get the feeling of how to use that rotation move. Let's get to our fifth and final tip and end this video. Okay, the fifth and final exercise, guys, and I hope you're having as much fun watching this video as I am making it, and that you go out and you please practice this. And that's to alternate your windshield wiper with a Rafa. Yeah! Right, so go one windshield wiper, and the next one, Rafa. So I'm also going short, and then deep, and then short, windshield wiper. Oh my gosh, that was nasty. We almost hit the camera. Raffalized. And there are your 5 drills, guys. Go out and do this. And if you want to take your forehand to the next level, I'm going to keep hitting the ball as we're talking. If you want to get your forehand to the next level, I actually did an amazing training series with Rick Macy, who taught the Williams sisters, and Jeff Saldenstein, and Mark Kovacs, who teaches all the top American pros. You can go up in the description, or go down the description, or you go up in the cards section. Get yourself that free training, because I actually, with all those instructors, paid them each $500 just for 1 hour of their time, because that's how important and valuable it is to me to have the best information to give to you. And if you appreciate that, and you like tennis, you want to keep improving, you should subscribe to this channel. And heck, it doesn't cost anything to like it, right? So like this video, subscribe, get your free training, and we'll see you guys on the next video.